Greetings, my name is Marcus Gardner with www.adreamforabetterworld.com. This is the 7th and final video in the series called Working with Basic Fractions. In case you missed the first 6 videos, you can get them free at www.adreamforabetterworld.com. You may also get my free workbook from there as well. If you do not have the workbook, please stop this video and get it free from www.adreamforabetterworld.com. This video does have prerequisites. You must know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide numbers. You will need to know the vocabulary in the workbook. Plus, you should have finished the problems from the workbook covering the first 6 videos. Also, this video needs you to have a strong understanding of taking the prime factorization of a number. Remember, it is never a good idea to learn new material until you are sure you are comfortable with the material you just learned. So please, finish those problems before continuing. If you have finished the prerequisites, then you are ready for this video. The workbook will help you a lot after you watch this video. So let's begin. This video will only cover taking a bunch of fractions and adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing them all at the same time. Like this problem, 1/2 plus 1/4 times 3/8 minus 1/8 divided by 3/4. So, how do you reduce a bunch of fractions when you have multiple operation symbols? Is it always left to right? While it is usually taught that you must always do multiplication and division before you add and subtract fractions, this is not completely true. What is important is that you cannot add or subtract a fraction to another if the other fraction is being multiplied or divided to another. Take this problem for example, 1/2 plus 1/4 times 3/8 minus 1/8 divided by 3/4. How do we simplify that? It is easiest to always do multiplication and division first, then do addition and subtraction, so you won't make any mistakes. Otherwise, you may do addition and subtraction if there is no multiplication or division attached to them. I will explain this more in our next problem. But for this problem, we see that every addition and subtraction is connected to multiplication or division. Let me explain that more. 1/2 plus 1/4 times 3/8 minus 1/8 divided by 3/4. See the addition sign? It connects 1/2 with the multiplication problem, 1/4 times 3/8. So we cannot add 1/2 and 1/4. We must first multiply 1/4 and 3/8. See the subtraction sign? It connects a multiplication with a division problem. So we cannot subtract 1/8 from 3/8. So let us go ahead and multiply the 1/4 with 3/8 and divide 1/8 by 3/4. We get 1/2 plus 3/32 minus 1/8 times 4/3, which we can still reduce to 1/2 plus 3/32 minus 1/6. So then we break each of the denominators into their prime factorizations. We see that we need 5 2's and 1 3 for the denominator. So the first fraction needs 4 2's and a 3. The second fraction only needs a 3, while the third fraction needs 4 2's. We see that the LCM, least common multiple, is 96, and our answer is 41 over 96. Now how about a problem like this? 2/3 plus 3/4 times 1/3 minus 1/2 plus 2/3 divided by 4/3 plus 1/4. Now with this problem, I will show you why in general it is always best to do all multiplication and division before addition and subtraction. First, we will do this problem adding and subtracting what we can and then continuing. Then we will do the problem again, but doing the multiplication division first before any addition or subtraction. First, I need you to realize that the following two equations are the same. All I did was put the addition and subtraction problems out that could be done separately from the rest of the problem. Can you understand that they are the same? So let's subtract 1/2 from 2/3 and add 1/4. We see that 12 is the LCM for 2, 3, and 4. At the same time, we can multiply 3/4 and 1/3 as well as divide 2/3 by 4/3. We still need to do the multiplication after changing it from a division problem. Now, look at what we need to do after we finish all of the multiplications and divisions. We have more additions to do. So can you see how that is not efficient? Now let's do the problem again, this time doing it the way most teachers recommend. That is, doing all multiplications and divisions first. After we do the multiplication and change the division to multiplication, we only have one multiplication to do. Then we have a bunch of fractions to add or subtract. Now you will notice that we got lucky and can now eliminate the -1/2 and +1/2. But let's leave them in there so you could see what you would normally do if they could not cancel. Now it was easy to see that 12 was still our LCM and the fraction reduced to 1 1/6. Now it is my opinion that this is much easier than doing the addition and subtraction first and then again later. The real reason is that you may have to get a different LCM if the fractions after multiplication and division had different denominators. You would have had more work to do. So this is why most teachers recommend that you should always do multiplication and division before you do any addition and subtraction. The most important reason is you might be tempted to do two fractions like 1/2 and 1/2 and add them, as in this problem. However, you can't, as you must do the multiplication first. And second, you will probably waste time by doing addition and subtraction a second time. But it is your choice. I have shown you when you can add fractions if you wish to do it before multiplication and division. However, I suggest you do it the other way. The best way is for you to do a few of the problems in the workbook both ways, so you can see which way is best for yourself. Nothing is better than discovering for yourself which way is best. Again, work on the problems first before looking at the answers. Once you have solved all my problems, go back and create your own. For this, just randomly pick lots of fractions, choose random numbers for each numerator and denominator, and put in different operations, sometimes addition or subtraction, and sometimes multiplication and division. The more you work on it, the better you will become, and also the faster you will become. Soon you will be able to get the prime factorization quickly, and then you can handle big fractions lightning fast. This was the last video in the series Working with Basic Fractions. Please look on www.adreamforabetterworld.com for future videos and workbooks. Videos and workbooks are being planned for many subject areas. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please tell others about it. If you have any comments, you may send them to me at comments@adreamforabetterworld.com. While it is free, I do hope you will consider making a donation to us so we can continue to keep making more of these videos. Please make your donation by using PayPal and using our email address donation@adreamforabetterworld.com. To use PayPal, just visit www.paypal.com. It is a free and safe service to send money. Thank you very much for watching.